Okay, summer's hot. Let's try to keep cool in here, all right? Let's count down. All right. YouTube storyboard, check. Lighting, check. Audio, check. Okay. Donnie Say Something podcast begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the music. Soon. Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait. There we go. All right. Okay. Football season. You gotta get ready. You've been waiting a while. First games are coming up. We need some football music, okay? To get us in the mood. So, with that in mind, that is more like it. From the DS17 Media Studios in Dallas, Texas, welcome to the season premiere of the Donnie Say Something podcast. Yay! Yes! My name's Donnie. I am your host. Let this play out a little bit. Boom. Nothing like Sam Spence and the NFL Films music to get your football season going here. Yes, all right. Okay, welcome to the Donnie Say Something podcast. And I know you guys are having a good summer. Well, it's getting kind of hot. It's Texas. Grab yourself a beverage. Chill out. Let's have fun. I got a packed show for you today. Got one real good. And then we're going to talk nothing but football. A chunk of it's all about football. But we're going to start. Okay, we got high school football we're going to cover. College football we're going to cover. And we're going to start with the Dallas Cowboys. And they're in Oxnard, California right now. And they're getting ready for their season. A lot of questions to ask. Can Dak Prescott continue his great quarterback play after the season he had last year? Can Christian Parker turn the defense around? We got no choice. We literally ended up in last place in all defensive rankings last season. So we'll see what he can do. And it's, like I said, it's going to be an interesting season. I don't know if I'll extend the possibility of Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, but that's why we play the games. And, oh, by the way, hang on for a second. Man, you never know who is going to come up on the Donnie Say Something hotline. So, I'll fire up the appropriate hotline music, if I can find it.
USA Safe Hot.
After commercials that always kill me on YouTube.
Reward safe drivers with up to 30%
Hurry.
off your insurance premium at renewal.
There you go. All right, on the phone, on the Donnie Say Something hotline. By the way, that's a great song from the Silvers. And right now on the hotline is Dallas Cowboy owner and general manager Jerry Jones. How you doing, Jerry? I'm fine. Thank you very much, Donnie. Fine to have you on the show again. Okay, cool. Of course, you watched the World Cup come out of your stadium in Arlington. You saw the grass and what they did to grow it and to put it over your turf, and it looked great. And also, you saw what putting curtains on the open windows can do, and it shaded the sun nicely. My question is, are you going to put curtains there permanently to help out your receiver? Listen, one more. We talked about this not that long ago. I talked to you. I'm not putting curtains up on the stadium. I want my players to catch the damn ball. If you need glasses, I can get some Ray-Bans, put them on Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, but I want my players to catch the ball. I mean, it's shade or no shade. I want my players to catch the ball. That's why I paid them the big money to catch footballs. I'm not in the business of designing and putting shades and curtains up. I can do that at my house, but I want my players to catch the damn ball. Okay, Jerry, I know that. I mean, it looked great. I mean, it helped out. Helped out all the players that played in the World Cup, and you gotta admire the action that happened on your turf. But I'm surprised that the curtains that did a great job with the World Cup, and you were you're like defiant on not wanting the curtains. I want my players to catch the damn ball. I want my players to catch balls so I can win myself Super Bowls. I don't have much time on this earth, so just no curtain. Maybe not this season, next season possibly, but I don't want no curtains on my football stadium. I don't want that. Okay, Jerry Jones. Well, good luck to you this season, and we'll come back to you again. Okay, good. Thank you. Get me off that damn phone, okay? Give me bye. Jerry Jones, unbelievable, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Woo, boy. Well, in that case, why don't we start with the Dallas Cowboys and what's to come with this schedule. By the way, Cowboys have a preseason game. Only got one, and it's against the Hoodats from New Orleans. So, but here we go. Like I said, Cowboys have 13 games going into the bye week. And that's the longest they'll ever go in a while. 13 games before they get some rest. So, with that in mind, Cowboys, predictions, the way I see it, and let me get appropriate football countdown music. Please, no commercials. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Cowboys open the season in New Jersey, taking on the New York Jets. And Coach Harbaugh, their new coach, predicted that he wants to kick the Cowboys' butt. Well, we've been kicking the Giants' butt for a long while. As a matter of fact, this is a bad omen for the Giants. Cam Scatterbury decided to try that somersault at a sporting event in New York, and he fell backwards. With that in mind, all that goofball stuff they do in New York, I'm going to give this victory to the Cowboys on a Sunday night. So Cowboys go 1-0. And then they come back home to take on a team that we also have some success with, the Washingtons. I don't call them by their new name, I just call them the Washingtons. And they had started off hot, and all of a sudden they decided to have a down season last year. And with that in mind, that's going to continue. So Washington, we're going to kick the butt too. So Cowboys start off 2-0. And then the trip to Brazil. They're going to face the Dirty Water and Derrick Henry and the Baltimore Ravens. This, by the way, is a home team. But they got to travel way down there to play this. And I don't think the Cowboys will survive the water and Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's gonna like grind them into the ground. Put this down as a loss for the Cowboys down in Brazil, and then they're gonna come back to home country and take on a team that also has some dirty water. Houston, the Texans. And Texans are trying to get, they had a good season. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs, but they couldn't beat New England. And they're looking to get some help, and they will. They got Montgomery from Detroit. That's why I hope the running game. And I think that running game is going to grind down the Cowboys again. So after winning the first two, Cowboys will lose the next two. Coming out of 4 games, they'll be 2-2. And then they come home. They come home against Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers. And disgruntled Baker Mayfield, he's a contract dispute. And he hasn't got his contract re-upped yet. And it's going to be a defensive game, I see it. And I think Cowboys will find a way to win this one. But put it down as a W. Cowboys, 3-2. And then they go to Wisconsin. Cheese country. And Michael Parsons, he's itching at the bit to get in this game to face his old Cowboy team. Now, he's been suffering from that knee injury. He's been recouping. And he has this date scheduled to get back in action to face his old team. And he may have an influence in that. And who else will have influence? The ghost of Vince Lombardi. He's going to be floating around Lambeau Field like crazy. I have a feeling the Cowboys will win this one. Don't know how they're going to win it, but I think they'll survive both. Put it down as a win. Cowboys 4-2 as we go into the next game, and the next game will be on the road against the hated and feared Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Eagles, they don't have a new coach, but they do have a new offensive coordinator that they're trying to get used to. And of course, we have a new defensive coordinator who comes from Philadelphia. I think what he knows about the Philly offense, well, at least who's involved with it, I think that's going to carry us over the top. I think Philly's going to regress. They had their Super Bowl moment, but I think they're going to go backwards this season. So, with that in mind, Cowboys will face the Eagles and their ugly fans, and they get a win there. Alright? They come home, and they face Arizona. You know who's missing from Arizona? Kyler Murray. He went to Minnesota. So I'm not sure who's their quarterback, but they don't have to worry about Kyler Murray slinging the ball around. It's a home game, so whoever Arizona has for quarterback, that's not going to be enough. I could see Arizona losing in this one. So Cowboys will get a win there. So let's see where we are. Win, loss. Win, and a win. Cowboys on a heater. 4-game winning streak. The Cowboys will be 6-2. Feeling good, feeling great. And then they go to Indianapolis. There is a team they haven't faced in a while, and they haven't faced them in Indy. That dome and everything. They don't have any problems with putting curtains up. and Indy's going to be a very hyped up crowd. And I hate to say this, but that winning streak is going to come to an end. Indy's going to steal this win. Cowboys are going to be slightly overconfident, and that's going to trip them up. So the Cowboys will lose this week. And then they take on the San Francisco 49ers at home. Now, the 49ers is a team that we haven't figured out in the past few meetings. But 49ers had some issues. Their head coach got into a car accident, and we don't know how it happened. they decided to hold off on the news about it. And 49ers are regressing a little bit. Seattle and LA is going to be the two teams in the NFC West that's going to battle out. And I have a feeling the Cowboys will figure it out and beat the 49ers mission. It's at home, so I think they'll do it. And then Tennessee comes to town. That's the Titans. And this is we don't know what's to come with the Tennessee Titans. They're a team that's in rebuilding mode, and the Cowboys should take advantage of that. So a victory right there. And then they're in that space where they don't have much time to turn things around as far as preparing for the game. The Thanksgiving game is coming up. And guess who's the Thanksgiving Day host? Philadelphia. They're horrible, ugly crowd that's going to come in and spoil our Thanksgiving. I don't think it's going to happen. Philly, I'm going to tell you something right now. You're not going to sweep this year. You're not. Philly's going to walk out of here with their heads between their tail and feathers and whatever, and they're going to get out of here with a loss. So the Cowboys go into the Thanksgiving Day break afterwards, and they get ready for a trip to Seattle and face the Seahawks, the world champion Seahawks, if you haven't forgot about that. They won the Super Bowl, and their main running back left. But they do have the 12th man, which they stole from Texas A&M, and a maddening defense and a maddening crowd. And I think that all that combined, Cowboys will lose up in Seattle. So, let's count it up. Win, loss. Win, 16. Loss, 63. Win, loss. So after 13 games, the Cowboys will be 9-4. Not bad. That's why there's going to be some improvement. Defense will improve. I think they'll improve as the season goes along. Dak Prescott will be Dak Prescott. Pickens and CeeDee Lamb will catch balls like crazy with their sunglasses on, trying to protect their eyes from the blinding sun, but they will get it done. And oh yeah, by the way, if there's one player I keep my eye on, it's Jaden Blue. He's the running back that they drafted from Texas. He has great speed, but has issues with focusing. And those focus issues prevented him from getting into the lineup and playing. He showed out a couple games at the end, but he had some focus issues, and he needs to concentrate with ball. And when he does, he's going to be a big weapon in the Cowboys' offensive attack. So keep an eye out for Jaden Blue. So Cowboys be 9-4, going into the bye week. Not bad. I'll take that. And I have a feeling we'll be in first place as well. So, there's your Cowboys, there's my Cowboy predictions on how this season is gonna go. Just the music. Now we got pro football off my seat. We're gonna talk college football. And it's gonna be a great college football season. Two things. I think the road to the Heisman Trophy starts on I-35. Yes, that freeway that starts in Laredo and ends up in Duluth, Minnesota. But along the way, there are 3 quarterbacks you might want to keep your eye on as you watch your college football this season. Let's start in Austin. Let's start with Arch Manning. Good quarterback, but for some reason he can't win big games. I mean, for you to win that Heisman Trophy, Arch, you gotta beat the Ohio States. You gotta beat the Georgias. You gotta beat all the big teams in the SEC. And that's what the Arch Manning has to do. Now, let's go up the street a little bit to SMU. There's a quarterback now called Kevin Jennings. And Kevin Jennings had a good season last year. Remember that game against Miami? And they upset the Hurricanes? Had a good game there. And what he needs to do is just keep stacking wins. Keep stacking the stats. And if he ends up in the ACC Conference Championship game, he needs to win there. It's all about making the statement, making sure that the Heisman judges look at him, see all the stats he completed, see all the wins he accumulated. He needs to do that in order to get into the Heisman race. And let's go further up the I-35 to Oklahoma. John Mateer had a great Heisman season building till an injury put him on the sidelines. He was out for the year. Now he's back, and he has a new weapon in his archery. His name is Parker Livingstone. He's a transfer from Texas, and that makes that Texas OU game big. How big? Both those quarterbacks, Manning and Mateer, will battle. With all that corny dogs and everything going on, this is a huge game. So keep an eye on that, and that's October the 10th. And also, SMU has a big game for Jennings. They take on Virginia. So those three quarterbacks will have big games in the month of October, big in the Heisman Trophy race. Now, in real estate, there's a expression, a phrase, location, location, location. Same holds true for Heisman Trophy candidates. Does being in the right conference increase your chances of getting a Heisman Trophy? I think it does. Sure, when you turn on ESPN, the one conference that they talk about a lot is the SEC. After all, they got Georgia, and they got Alabama, and a whole bunch of good quality teams. Ole Miss, not forget about them. But their growth have slowed down a little bit by a conference called the Big Ten. Of course, they've been around a while. But the Big Ten won the last two championships of last two college football championships. And Coach Kurt Giannetti from Indiana said this about the Big Ten. We don't need a hype machine. We let our football do the talking. And he's right. They slug it out. They line it up. They mash it down. That's what Big Ten football is all about. And any quarterback, just like last year with Indiana, can get on a hot roll. Those Heisman Trophy candidates, those Heisman Trophy judges, they'll be looking at the Big Ten for a possible Big Ten meetup with the Heisman Trophy again. And while that's going on, the SEC, they're talking about seceding from the NCAA. Wow. They want to establish their own conference in the whole world. Well, the whole world does not go through the SEC, not all the time. So keep that in mind, folks, while you're watching your college football on Saturday afternoon. All right. Boy, we're rolling on pretty good. Let's go into something. Put your dancing shoes on. We're going to talk DFW Sports Whip Around. It's time to whip around, y'all. Dang, blasted rooster. All right, the DFW Sports Whip Around. Time to whip you around all the things going on in DFW. And Arlington has been like the spotlight of the sports world. I mean, we had the Grand Prix of Arlington back in March, and we had the World's Cup, and the whole world coming into town, checking out what Arlington has to offer. And, well, why don't we start with Arlington? A lot of things going on for the next few months. BB, Dateline, Texas Rangers. Rangers are in a pennant chase, and they need to get some victories. They come off that horrible road trip in Tampa and Houston, and now they need to get going again. And it's a 3-team race in the American League West. Houston, Texas, and Seattle. We'll see how they do. Now, back in 1996, Rangers won the first division title. And coming up on August the 21st at 11 a.m., they're having a luncheon at Live by Lowe's in Arlington. And you get a chance to meet up with all your Ranger faves that made that championship happen. Pudge will be there amongst all the, Pudge Rodriguez, among all the players that made that moment happen. Rusty Greer will be there as well. So go to Texas Rangers website, rangers.com/luncheon. Make your reservations, and you can have some fun with some great Ranger players. BB, Dateline, Dallas Wings. There is a team in Arlington that's also wanting to have a championship moment, and that's the Dallas Wings. They're having a great season. And there's a player you might want to keep an eye on. Her name is Ezzie Fudd, the first-round pick, and she had a great time at the WNBA All-Star Game. She won the WNBA three-point shootout, the first rookie to win that award. The sharpshooter getting it done. And there are some big games coming up with the Dallas Wings. So you get a chance to see Ezzie Fudd, you get a chance to see Paige Beckers, and the whole team. And you can get started on August the 7th, Golden State, and they're playing that at the American Airlines Center. And then August 12th, Toronto will be in Arlington taking on the Wings. August 17th, Golden State again, and they're playing that in Arlington. And on August 20th, that's the big one. That's the game against the Indiana Fever. And that's Caitlin Clark's team. Caitlin Clark has got that team rolling right now. And that's going to be a big game. Last time those two teams met, they opened the season. Wings won it by 3 points. So it looks to be like another big game. And on August 25th in Arlington, they take on Portland. And on August 30th, they take on the Connecticut Sun. And that'll be the last time Dallas will face the Connecticut Sun as a Connecticut Sun, because they're going to move that franchise to Houston, and they're going to reestablish the Houston Comets and all that fun historic moments that franchise gave them back. And they were the original WNBA franchise team. So Dallas and Houston, that's going to be a good rivalry. And, you know, if I say Austin should get a team in the WNBA. That will be fun. Yeah. So Dallas Wings. And in between all that basketball, the Big 3 basketball event, that's Ice Cube's big basketball operation. That's coming to town on the 15th of August at the American Airlines Center. And Nancy Lieberman coaching the Dallas Power. So please get your tickets for that. It's going to be fun. Beep. And did I mention the Dallas Cowboys? Yes, I did. They have a game coming up, a preseason game. It's their only one. And they took on the New Orleans Saints. The Who Dats will be coming into town on August the 28th. All right. We talked college football. We talked pro football. We got to talk high school football. Yes, and when it comes to high school football, one team stands alone. BB, hashtag, and Dateline, Richardson, Texas. My Richardson Eagles right here. Tie-dye shirt and everything. They won a district title last year, and now Kendrick Holloway. Did I get that name right? I got it. That's right. Kendrick Holloway. He's the coach of the Richardson Eagles, and they're planning to repeat as district title winners. But this season's going to be tough. They got to go through the Plano Gauntlet, Plano East, and Plano West all in a row. They'll have to go through it on Collin County's Front Range. And they'll have to do it opening night in Collin County, Wiley East, on the road. That's how they open the season. And then they come home for Garland Naaman Forest. And then, looking ahead, once you get past the Plano Gauntlet, they'll be at home against Bertner. And that's the homecoming game. And Richardson High School's class of 1976, they're going to have a reunion weekend, and that's going to kick it off. So say hi to all the class of 1976 folks who will be coming in for that game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then the West Richardson Backyard Brawl on October the 23rd against Pierce. We got the visiting side again this year, but if you recall, we hung over 60 points on the Mustangs. Looking forward for them to do it again. All right. And then they close out the year against the team that closed out our season in the playoffs last year, and that's the Coppell Cowboys. So, and that's on October the 30th. And that's Halloween weekend. Let's see if we can put the scare in Coppell. Please, let's do that. So, we talked about a lot of stuff. I'm exhausted, need to take a drink. But nonetheless, we're going to do a little new segment, which I came up with. It's called One Last Thing. In this case, it's two last things. But there's one thing that ties it all together. Philadelphia. So, LeBron James signed a 2-year, $8 million contract to play for the 76ers, and all the Philadelphia fans have gone nuts. Hey, LeBron James, LeBron James is going to help us win an NBA title. Not so fast, y'all. I'm going to set it straight for you fans of Philadelphia. LeBron James ain't going to help you win championship. In that 2 years, he ain't going to get you a title. No way, no how. The rest of the NBA has improved a lot for LeBron James and your team to keep up with it. Even our Dallas Mavericks has improved a lot. I'm looking forward to see how they play in the next upcoming months. So, Philly, just sit down. You're not going to see no NBA title in your town. No way. And also, Mike Wilbon, he's one of the co-hosts of the TV show on ESPN called Pardon the Interruption. Great player, great writer, knows his sports stuff, but really doesn't know his hotel stuff. He says that Philadelphia has the best hotels in America. Really? Huh? Come on now. I'm not sure the Kool-Aid that you're drinking, but Dallas, we took on a whole bunch of fans from all over the world for the World Cup, and we came out big. I hear nothing but positive stuff from all the fans that came in for the World Cup. I mean, look at all the hotels we got. We got the Hyatt with the Union Tower. We got the Hilton Anatole. We got Texas Live from Lowe's. We got a lot of great hotels in Dallas and a lot of great people helping out with the cause, making sure that we all accommodate all the fans from wherever they come from. And here you are saying that Philadelphia has the best hotels in America. Please, I don't want to hear it. Are you crazy? Gee, yeah. Besides, your bed bugs are horrible over there in Philadelphia. Just to let you know. Anyway, that'll do it. That will do it. We covered a lot of things on the season premiere of the Donnie Say Something podcast. Like I said, I need to take a drink from what we did today and what we talked about. So, next time, we'll meet again. And next time, I hope to have my YouTube fixed. Where is the closing thing when I need it? No, I don't need that. Yeah, I take another drink. I'll get it straight. No. That's right. No. Oh. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Thank you for watching the Donnie Say Something podcast. Thank you for watching the Donnie Say Something podcast. Production of DS17 Media. If you look over my head, up there, that's the hashtag to follow me along. Facebook.com/Donnie Sports 17 Network, YouTube.com/Donnie Sports 17 Network, and Patreon.com/Donnie Say Something. That is where my podcasts are housed. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.